There are some key ingredients to a happy family.
It's good to see you helping your mom.
Not everyone has them.
Patty, stop!
Sometimes the parents cause problems.
Pick those up right now!
And sometimes it's the children. Siblings turn out to be quite the lottery.
You put me in charge at the cafe.
Well, maybe that was a mistake.
Ranging from trusted companions to deadly rivals.
DeLuca!
In Luton, England, 2016, there's a quiet celebration. Saima and husband Hafiz Rahman are finally moving out of the family home, where 3 generations have lived since they all moved from Pakistan.
Seems to have, in fact, despite the crowding, have been a very happy household.
You'll have more elbow room soon.
I bet you will miss my cooking.
Not everyone is happy. Younger sister Saba doesn't want it to happen.
But why do you have to move?
There isn't enough room for us anymore in this house.
Do you want to leave?
I love you all, but we need our own home.
The move is disturbing a deep secret
You can visit any time.
that's been hiding in plain sight. Over the years, the couple have worked hard, but separate hours to get ahead. Hafiz as a taxi driver, and Saima as a caregiver.
You sure you're warm enough?
I could use a cup of tea to warm me up.
Maybe even a biscuit too?
Oh, you read my mind.
Okay, I'm gonna give you a couple of...
She was a very kind and caring person who had a number of elderly clients who she went out to see at all hours.
While she's at work, Auntie Saba takes good care of the children.
Saba was a great support in terms of looking after the children. I think she very much viewed herself as a second mother to those children.
You're so good with the children.
I love them like they're my own.
But Saba looks after more than the children.
I'll dad, I'll go back to sleep.
Me too.
She didn't have a big social life. She didn't have a lot of experience of life in general. So, in a way, Hafiz became her knight in shining armor.
Do you want some company?
She was having a sexual relationship with her sister's husband.
The secret goes on for several years.
It was a very difficult secret to keep. I think they had to work very hard at it.
Where are you?
Saima was aware that her sister
Hey, Mom.
really liked Hafiz.
Do you want some tea?
Yes.
There was probably no way that she imagined she could be so deeply betrayed by her husband and her sister. They had sex in his taxi cab, in the house when people were gone to work. They had a very good time together.
Love and sexual desire can test the strongest of family ties. It's a war between instincts, between preserving a current family and starting a new one. Most people manage both without conflict, but not Patty Colombo. Chicago, 1973.
Hey, kiddo.
Hey, Dad.
It's good to see you helping your mom.
Someone has to.
Hey.
Her parents, Mary and Frank, have noticed 16-year-old Patty is acting up.
Got a call from the school today. Pat is skipping classes again.
But don't know why.
They didn't like anything about the way she was behaving.
Why weren't you at school today?
I was working, Dad. School is more important, Patty. You're throwing your life away.
Her grades started to slip. She wasn't doing well at school.
Excuse me, little miss, we aren't finished yet.
Yeah, we are.
Patty was very narcissistic and felt, how dare anyone tell her how to live her life?
Patty's been a handful from an early age.
Look, Dad.
Oh, what do we have here? It's very good, Princess. Work on that, okay?
Look, Dad. Dad, look, I'm still going.
Good, honey.
Dad, look.
For 6 years, Patty was the apple of her father's eye, the little princess. She ruled the household. And then her brother came along.
Patty doesn't like sharing center stage with her younger brother, Michael.
He'd come along and stolen her spotlight, and she didn't like it.
Dad, look!
Patty, stop! Patty, pick those up now.
No!
At one point, Mary got furious, and she slapped Patty.
Pick those up right now.
No!
And she said, you should know better. You're older. And Patty seethed.
To say sibling rivalry overtook Patty would be a profound understatement.
Patty is in open conflict with her brother. Saba Khan's jealousy of her sister's marriage is still under wraps. But for how much longer?
Saba must have been just very mixed and confused when she found out she was pregnant.
Her brother-in-law is the father.
I'm sure she wanted a family of her own, but obviously in the circumstances, she couldn't.
Fearing their secret will be exposed, Saba takes drastic action. She terminates the pregnancy.
That must have been very difficult for her. Her own sister had just had 4 children by the same man.
The reality of Saba's future is setting in.
She felt destroyed. She felt abandoned. She felt disrespected.
The happy household is no more. Her big sister can't understand why Saba is suddenly acting distant and cold.
Why don't you come join us?
She wanted more than just a flirtatious, secretive relationship. She wanted her own man and her own child, her own family. She wanted exactly what her sister had.
She's been really grumpy lately.
I know.
It was really the last straw for her. Saima was the fly in the ointment.
Saba's affair is in tatters. For Patty Colombo, life is starting to look up when she takes a job at a pharmacy.
Can I get some service, please?
Sure, just a sec.
She was always acting. She was always performing. Aren't I sexier than everybody else? Aren't I more attractive than everybody else?
Patty.
Her antics catch the eye of the store's pharmacist,
I need to see you out the back.
Frank DeLuca. A married man 20 years older than Patty.
Am I in trouble?
He doesn't discipline her. He seduces her.
Though Frank was a married man with 5 children, he certainly didn't act it. He was a hound, a skirt chaser extraordinaire.
In a sense, he helped groom her into her sexual behavior, but man, she took it and ran with it.
Patty starts seeing a way out of her family.
She moved in with DeLuca and his wife and 5 children.
Okay, great. Thank you so much, Marilyn. I really appreciate it.
That's okay. Very welcome.
His naive wife thinks they're helping a teenager in distress.
I'm going to get children.
Middle-aged Frank is the cat that got the cream.
Patty was a pretty girl. She could have had any number of suitors that were her own age, but she didn't want that. Her father would have liked that. She wanted to upset her father. She enjoyed messing with his head.
It works. But his reaction is more than she bargains for.
His concern is, obviously, as a father, this guy's 20 years older than his daughter.
He was a man at the end of his rope. From his point of view, this man, Frank DeLuca, had destroyed his daughter's life.
Frank Colombo confronts DeLuca at his work.
And they start to argue back and forth.
DeLuca! Whoa, 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 whoa! Relax, man! Stay the hell away from my daughter!
Put the gun down, Daddy! Put the gun down!
Relax! Stay away!
He was furious, saying, I'm gonna kill him, I'm gonna kill him, I'm just gonna kill him.
Despite his rage, Dad is no killer.
Frank Colombo butt strokes Frank DeLuca in the mouth with this rifle, and he knocks out his teeth.
This whole story is very Shakespearean. Love, hate, revenge, it's got it all. Shakespeare probably couldn't have written this.
Patty wants to start her life over. Her family are dead to her.
You have to do this.
Now she just has to convince her lover to make it a reality.
You want to kill her, Patty?
She says her uncle, Phil, his last name is Capone. So she's like telling him that her Phil Capone is related to Al Capone.
DeLuca!
And that if we don't kill them, they're gonna kill us.
She used it as a psychological bludgeon. She kept telling him, he's gonna come back and next time he's gonna kill you.
If you don't kill him, he's going to kill you.
If messing with the mob isn't scary enough, she also baits him with money.
Think of the inheritance. 250 grand.
They would get all this money, and then he'd have a happy life.
Patty's family exit plan is locked in.
If you ever try and break up, I'll...
But Saba Khan's is more complicated. She is living in a house of cards. And if she makes a move, it will collapse.
Mom, we found the perfect home.
I think he decided that he'd better withdraw, perhaps. He'd better give his attention back to his own wife, Saima, and his 4 children.
Hafiz thinks it's time to move on.
Come look. Looks great.
Saba could not accept that the relationship should end. And ultimately, we believe she wanted to have him to herself.
Hafiz, will you help me move this box out here?
Of course he will.
Leave her. Be with me.
We're over.
She was devastated.
The windows.
She saw a whole world crumbling before her eyes. And as a result, she decided that she had to do something drastic to stop it.
It's hard to know just how far family bonds can stretch before they break. Saba has reached her limit. And so too has Patty Colombo. She has convinced her lover, Frank, to do the unthinkable.
Maybe he had simply gone too far, and he just didn't turn back. He should have.
On May 4th, 1976, a simple knock opens the door to hell.
They came rushing in.
DeLuca, no! Wait! Dead Colombo!
Frank DeLuca shot Frank Colombo right away. They thought he was dead. They thought they'd killed him, but he kept moving. That's when Patty picked up the lamp and started bashing him with the lamp.
But that was just the beginning.
Patty's mother came out of the bathroom. Frank shot her right between the eyes. She went down without a whimper.
But Mom doesn't die instantly either.
So they wouldn't have to listen to the sound of her last breaths. Patty cut her throat as well.
Patty and Frank could have killed her family quickly, but that wasn't what Patty wanted. Patty wanted to be medieval and beat them and mutilated their bodies.
Patty has no intention of sharing the inheritance with her brother.
They went down the hall for Michael. And Michael was asleep. So they stood him up and shot him in his pajamas.
That wasn't enough, though. Patty took a sharp, pointed scissors and stabbed him 92 times.
Every time Patty stabbed her brother, she was saying, "I hate you, I hate you." Why? He needed to be punished. He committed the great sin of being born.
He's just a little boy. Michael only turned 13 just a few days before he was murdered.
Sibling loyalty has abandoned Saba Khan, too. She's convinced her sister must disappear if Saba is to have a happy future. The night of May 23rd, 2016, is the perfect opportunity.
Tell them I'm sorry I can't be there.
Hafiz and her parents head out to attend a funeral. Saima is off to work again.
The kids are sleeping upstairs. I hope they don't give you too much trouble.
No, they'll be fine.
She first of all Googled, how long does the Muslim funeral service take?
She puts on a black outfit with rubber gloves.
The children are sound asleep, but that's not what she tells her sister.
She then started sending text messages to Saima, imploring her to come home, telling her that the baby was crying.
Hello? Where is everybody?
So when the front door opens, Saba lets leash her fury in the most appalling manner.
Her sister tried to defend herself, not knowing what was going on with this assailant in the dark. She stabbed her in the face, in the neck, on the shoulders, on the back, on the belly. She went right through her neck, cutting both the jugular vein and the carotid artery.
Saima is stabbed 68 times.
This was a murder that's classified as overkill. In many ways, Sabah vented all of her rage at the situation, at losing her own baby, at Hafiz choosing Saima over her, and she took it all out on her sister.
The family will be home soon. Sabah has to clean up and create her alibi. She punches in a window to stage a robbery. After stashing her bloody clothes in her bedroom, she makes a call.
Mum, you need to come home. Simon's been hurt. Someone's broken in.
When the police arrive, Sabah plays the innocent.
When I came down, I saw her there, covered in glass.
Her family arrives home to a nightmare.
She's been...
The attack on Saima was one of the most ferocious I've ever seen by one human being on another.
It is the fury of the attack that makes police suspicious.
The story didn't fit the scene. A burglar would never stab anyone 68 times.
I read over.
Sabah has also been careless.
What happened to your arm?
She had glass all over her. I was just hugging her.
It didn't take Sherlock Holmes to work out she was their #1 suspect. She even had glass in her hand from where she'd smashed the window to make it look like a burglary that had gone wrong.
And as soon as authorities check Sabah's phone, the lover's secret is exposed. In 2017, Sabah Khan pleads guilty to murder and is sentenced to life in prison with a minimum of 22 years. Sabah chose to destroy what she couldn't have: a happy family.
Once she'd killed her own sister, there must have been a reality check going on where she realized that although she'd achieved what she set out to be, there was no life left for her.
If Sabah Khan has regrets, Paddy Colombo does not. After annihilating her family, she sets about misleading investigators.
I just want to find out who did this to my mom and my dad and my little baby brother.
She came in with all of this information, trying to direct the investigation. Here's people you should talk to. Here's what you should be concerned about. Not how people who've just lost their family would be reacting.
Do you have any idea who did this?
Maybe it was a mom hit.
But the forensics tell another story. A hair is found on her brother's body. It could only be left by the killer. It's Paddy's.
The only way the hair would have gotten onto Michael's bloody chest was if Patricia was there.
10 days after the murders, Paddy and Frank DeLuca are arrested.
She was not anywhere near as smart as she thought she was.
The lovers are tried together. In 1977, Frank DeLuca is found guilty of 3 counts of murder. Paddy Colombo is also convicted of murdering her mother, father, and little brother. The judge hands down sentences that fit the brutality.
They were each sentenced to 200 to 300-year terms with another 50-year term for solicitation to murder.
Frank probably would not have been involved in these murders, or any murder, had he not met Paddy. Paddy probably would have eventually killed her family, no matter who she was involved with. Patty had a DNA cocktail that, well, made her a psychopath. So running away or being mature about things wasn't the way to go. She wanted revenge, and she enjoyed it. This is a profoundly disturbing crime.
We never really know what someone is thinking or feeling.
Is everything okay? Of course.
Families can appear picture perfect,
That seemed to go pretty well.
only to be hiding the darkest of thoughts.
Please.
Do it!
In Omar, Delaware, back in 1916, 36-year-old May Carey seems to have it all.
Thanks, Dad.
You're welcome, kids.
What did you get me? The bat?
Well, I did get you a little something.
She has adoring husband James,
Oh, can we afford this?
and 3 healthy sons complete the family.
Put it up.
James Asher Carey was in the maritime trade. He made his living as a sailor, as a seaman.
May has married well and enjoys the finer things in life.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Oh, my Lord.
Look what James got me. Isn't it beautiful?
Oh, it's lovely.
She has a close family in more ways than one. Her mother and brother Robert live right across the street.
Robert was single, had no children, and still lived in his mother's house.
I propose a toast to the Belle of South Delaware.
Oh.
But May's idyllic life doesn't last long. It all comes to a sudden end when her husband dies from pneumonia.
That left her with 3 sons and no way to earn money.
What will I do without him?
You'll get by. You have the farm. You have us.
In those days, for a woman to be widowed and have young children, she was out of luck.
What's for dinner?
Cabbage soup. It's cabbage soup or go to bed hungry. You decide.
May went from being at the top of the crown to the bottom of the heap.
How's my favorite nephew?
Her brother Robert visits regularly to try and ease her load.
What are you doing here?
But he gets a warmer welcome from his nephews than his sister.
Nice to see you, too.
I can't feed you.
Robert brings food and money, but May doesn't think he gives enough.
Well, what have you done with the money I gave you last week?
How long do you think that's gonna last, feeding 3 boys?
Her brother had it easy. He was living with his mother in her house. May was across the street and struggling.
If you don't have anything else for me, you may as well leave.
What turns sibling love into sibling rivalry?
I'll leave.
There's no easy answer. Many brothers and sisters will do anything to help each other.
That seemed to go pretty well.
Pretty well. The investors were eating out of your hand.
In 1993, New York couple Howard and Rosalind Pilmar are celebrating expanding the family's retail business.
Howard got this idea that, hey, we should open a coffee shop in the office supply store. And it was wildly successful. It was so successful that he ended up opening up a total of 3 coffee shops that he named after his son, Philip.
The couple invests everything into making their new business a success.
Dr. Weinstock's dental surgery.
Rosalind works as a dental assistant to bring in extra cash.
Yes, we can fit you in on Thursday.
Rosalind worked for a Manhattan dentist for 17 years. She also was his bookkeeper.
But her salary isn't enough.
It turned out she had a very dark secret.
How will you be paying for that today, Mrs. Miller?
Will the check be okay?
Check is just perfect.
She had embezzled money from the dentist because she was doing the bookkeeping.
Here you go. Thank you.
Thanks.
Next time.
Unbeknownst to Howard, Rosalind is stealing from the practice to help finance their own growing business.
There was a total of 180 checks that came out to over $160,000 that she just deposited directly into her own account.
Eventually, she quit that job to help Howard with the business and manage one of the shops.
Keeping business in the family is a Pilmar tradition. But when Rosalind hires her 23-year-old brother, Evan Wald, family ties are tested.
Evan and Howard did not get along. Howard was a bit of a perfectionist, had very high standards, and could be quite critical.
This is unacceptable.
Calm down.
I will not calm down. You've been warned about this 4 times.
Yeah, well, there's nothing wrong with this one.
Excuse me. What is going on?
This situation has to stop.
Evan felt that he bullied his sister, didn't treat her very well, and there was a lot of tension between them.
What are you even doing here? You put me in charge at the cafe.
Well, maybe that was a mistake.
I just hate the way he treats you. It's just that he's always nagging. Why does he think he can treat us like that?
Let it go. I'll talk to him later, okay? It'll all be okay.
Some siblings will stand together against anyone.
Okay. What are you doing here?
But others, like May Carey,
nice to see you too,
don't seem to feel that obligation. When her mother dies, May sees a chance to turn her fortunes around.
Robert, your mother has left you this house and most of her estate.
May's brother basically was the primary beneficiary.
She left everything to him?
Mom leaves her house not to her widowed daughter and grandchildren,
But I have a family to support. You have no one.
but to her son who didn't even need it.
You have to help me.
I do help you, May, but it's never enough.
Robert had always lived in that house. He'd never moved. And he wasn't about to now.
This is outrageous.
May just about blew her top.
Now May's resentment wasn't glowing, it was flaming.
Robert's meager attempts to compensate only make things worse.
What's this?
Groceries for you and the boys.
So you get a house and we get apples.
Can't you ever just say thank you?
Not to you.
She was filled with rage.
It's your mother.
Really at the world for her ending up penniless and the mother of 3 children.
But May's fortunes are about to change again, rather dramatically. Her brother is killed in what appears to be a robbery gone wrong.
Whomever had committed the murder was someone that Bob had welcomed into the home and possibly was socializing with over drinks. But at the end of the day, no one was charged.
May inherits the house and Robert's life insurance.
Mother, you're late for dinner.
We'll make it. I'll be down in a moment.
Okay.
With his untimely death, May has finally made peace with her brother. For Rosalind Pilmar, sisterly love will prove just as profitable.
The figures don't lie, Rosalind. You stole a lot of money.
Stole is a strong word.
I should call the cops.
Please, please don't tell my husband, please.
Rosalind was a thief.
Please.
When her secret's exposed, she has nowhere to hide.
Don't tell my husband. Please don't tell my husband. What if he decides to get a divorce? What if he decides to seek custody of their child? She's got a lot at stake. It's not just the $160,000.
The auditors take pity.
I'll give you a month.
They won't press charges if she repays what she stole.
Thank you.
But Rosalind has no way of doing that. And she has other financial woes. She owes $15,000 in state taxes in her husband's business.
And now this is one she really doesn't want to tell Howard about. This is a part of the business he entrusted to her, and she's let slide. So she was in a bind. And if he decided he was going to divorce her, she was going to be out on a limb for these things.
But it's a problem Rosalind never has to deal with. Soon after, on March 21st, 1996, Howard is found brutally murdered in his office.
He had been stabbed 48 times, and many of these wounds were inflicted after his heart had stopped beating.
The murder makes Rosalind a wealthy widow.
Upon Howard's death, she ends up inheriting $1.2 million. She gets the business, and then the apartment in the Upper East Side, and the house in the Hamptons. So quite a bit of money.
She was off the hook. Any fear that she had,
please,
about explaining that money to Howard, as soon as he died, that was all gone. Her worries were over.
Within months, Rosalind sells the multi-million-dollar business, clears her debts, and moves on with her life. May Carey is also set for life, courtesy of her brother's murder. Until 7 years later, her own son finds himself in trouble.
Lawrence was caught breaking into someone else's home.
We may be able to help you if you help us.
Really?
What do you know about the killing of your Uncle Robert?
I know plenty.
Lawrence did not hesitate to tell the authorities exactly what had happened. He was just a young boy of approximately 13 years of age at the time.
We could have anything we want.
She enlisted the help of her own children to kill their uncle, whom they liked and who had been good to them.
He's our uncle. He's your brother.
I've sacrificed everything for you boys. Now it's time for you to help me.
When guilt doesn't sway them, she resorts to bribery.
How would you like a car?
Brand new automobile in 1927 would have been pretty significant candy, if you will, to bait him into going along with the plot.
We can't afford a car, Mother.
We could, if he was dead.
Killing Uncle Robert was a family affair.
On November 5th, 1927, while Robert is at a local store, mother and sons make their move.
They gathered up a sledgehammer, a wooden club, a revolver, and a bottle of whiskey. And they headed out to stake out his home.
The three were lying in wait.
He came home from the store with a loaf of bread before he could even set it down on the table. May took the sledgehammer and brought it down hard on top of Robert's head. And the sense of betrayal he had to feel was horrendous.
It wasn't enough that May brought her sons into this horrible crime. They beat the poor man. He suffered.
Howard, the oldest son, had been pretty much selected to finish Uncle Bob off.
No.
Do it!
Howard thought twice about it and did not appear willing to do so.
Do it! Or I'll make your brother do it.
May then indicated that if he wouldn't do it, her younger son would have to do it.
And he pulled the trigger and shot his Uncle Robert right in the temple.
This murder wasn't only about money. It was about settling the score. Mom loved you more.
They took that bottle of whiskey and threw it all over him to make it look like he was stinking drunk.
May's family betrayal is fully exposed by her son's confession. May, Howard, and James are convicted of Robert's murder. James is sentenced to life. Howard receives the death penalty.
I can't understand how a mother would lead her own children that far astray.
May Carey is also sentenced to death by hanging.
And I wonder, did she feel any guilt as she slowly strangled to death? Guilt for killing her brother, guilt for involving her children, guilt for being the one responsible that the next person to hang would be her son.
May Carey almost got away with murder. In New York, the death of Rosalind Pilmer's husband makes her a wealthy widow. The homicide remains unsolved until 17 years later, a key witness is re-interviewed.
There was this breakthrough in 2016 when they interviewed the babysitter.
Allison, the babysitter, recounts her original statement of that night, but adds one new detail.
Where's Mom?
She must still be at work.
No, I'm here. How was practice?
Good. I scored a goal.
Good for you. Where are you going?
She has already testified that Rosalind's behavior was odd.
Is everything okay? Of course. Thanks again.
Rosalind didn't give her the kind of detailed instructions she usually did. She also obviously wanted the nanny to leave quickly.
And the police know that Rosalind makes a call after the babysitter leaves.
Rosalind makes a call about 9:45 and it goes to Howard's answering machine.
Hi, Howard.
Just wondering what time you'll be home. Give me a call. I'm at the apartment.
It's a lot of detail of exactly where he's supposed to be, where she is, who she spoke to, the time she spoke to him.
Love ya.
But the babysitter now recalls a detail about an earlier phone call.
Hey, Allison, can you take Philip home after practice?
On the phone call, Rosalind says she's still at the office, which puts her on the scene.
Yeah, we're not done here. Thanks. Bye.
The timing of this call is crucial.
We're not done here, we're still at the office, which puts her at the office later than she originally told us.
You ready?
The night of the murder, Rosalind sets out to end her money worries and her marriage. with the help of her devoted brother, Evan.
Evan's operating under the fact that he's actually saving his big sister.
Hey, Howard, you ready for us?
Yeah, sure, come on in.
Out here, only take a second.
He didn't stand a chance. I mean, he was just completely caught by surprise.
Once he had him down on the ground, he just kept stabbing him. It was a really vicious crime.
His lung was pierced, his heart was pierced, his voice box was slashed.
After 2 decades, the brother and sister's murderous pact is exposed.
The case against Rosalind is pretty circumstantial, but it's the accumulation of all this evidence that was able to be presented and that a jury was able to find them guilty.
Howard's family was going to get some justice. They'd waited a long time.
In 2019, both Evan Wald and Rosalind Pilmer are found guilty of second-degree murder. They are both sentenced to 25 years to life.
They're both where they belong. They should stay there. There's a fatal character flaw in each of those people for them to seek that solution. No one murders someone without having something seriously wrong with their character. You just don't.